We're here at WrestleCon for WrestlingInc.com with the legendary Eric Bischoff, WCW, NWO, WWE. He is here today. And Eric, it's really a pleasure to meet you. And talk about this weekend first and foremost. I mean, there's a lot of people here.
Every time I come to one of these events, I'm amazed at just how big they become. Every year they're bigger. Every year there's more people. You see a lot of the same people, but you see a lot of people that have never been to one of these events before, which suggests to me that they're really growing. Yeah. The other thing that really amazes me is I've only been here now for a couple hours. Right. I've had fans from Kuwait, Italy, the UK, all over the UK, Germany, Peru. Wow. Wrestling is such an international footprint, and you really notice it when you come to an event like this.
Yeah, it's pretty special. Of course, WrestleMania 35, the first ever WrestleMania where women will be highlighting the main event. Talk about that progression.
I'm sorry?
Talk about that
Enzo
progression.
over here is making a little, he's like blowing the roof off the building over here. I can't hear anything.
Yeah, talk about that progression with this main event, with the women's evolution.
Well, obviously it's extremely interesting. I think it's timely. The audience was ready for it, and I think, culturally here in the United States, we're ready for it. And then you can't find three more capable, compelling, interesting athletes to compete in it. So I'm very, very happy for all three of those ladies. They've worked their guts out. They've worked so hard, and to be able to accomplish that, I think, is such a main event status is such an amazing thing. I'm very proud. Not of them, because I didn't have anything to do with it, but I'm proud for them.
Well, fantastic, Eric. Just two more quick things here. We'll get you back to your fans here at WrestleCon. You probably get a question, hey, what's your favorite moment all the time, but best moment, worst moment in your career?
I get asked that a lot, and over the years I've thought about it different ways, but honestly, I think when I look back at the day that I was most excited to be in the wrestling business was probably when I first went to work with Verne Gagne back in 1987. Because I never aspired to be in the wrestling business. I never dreamt it would be possible. And I grew up a fan of it, and I was a fan of Verne's. So to just, by sheer coincidence, end up working for him that's probably my best day. My worst day, oh, God, there were so many of those. I kind of put them all out of my mind. And I don't think about negative things. So there was no bad day.
Yeah, awesome. And last quick thing right now, Eric Bischoff here at WrestleCon, New York City, is what does it take to be successful in this industry?
As a performer, probably a lot of the same characteristics it takes to be successful as an actor or an actress or a musician or any, form of art that one would decide to embrace as a talent. Charisma, athleticism, the ability to, work a microphone. And a lot of it is timing. There's been a lot of great characters that have come along and the timing wasn't quite right for them, or characters that would have been better in a different era. So much of it is just timing, luck, hard work, charisma, good fortune, all those things.
Yeah. All those things wrapped into one. And Eric, I'll leave it up to you right here, right now on WrestlingInc.com here at WrestleCon in New York City to be the only person to legitimately go head-to-head with Vince McMahon and beat them for an extended amount of time. That's heavy stuff.
It is, I guess, but I don't think about it. I know it comes up in conversations or in interviews, but I don't look at it that way. I don't look at my career in that respect. I know the show's called 83 Weeks, so one would suggest that that's what we're, focused on. But it really isn't. What I try to focus on that podcast is not the fact that we beat them 83 weeks in a row or whatever the number was, but it's all of the changes that took place during that period of time, during those 83 weeks, where it really changed the industry as we knew it then and even as we know it now. And that's the part I like to think about, and that's the part I'm most proud of.
Eric Bischoff here at WrestleCon in Manhattan, WrestleMania weekend, WrestlingInc.com. Eric, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Eric.